For those that don't know me, my name is Darren, and I'm the favourite child of the family. Oh, sorry, I'm the middle child of the family. Now you have to forgive me. I wasn't as prepared as I'd like to have been for this speech. You see, Claire and Steve actually had a bit of trouble finding somebody to fill this spot. They started by asking the funniest person they know, but they said no. Then they asked the most charming person they know, and they said no. Then they asked the best looking person they know, and they said no. So then they asked me, and after turning them down 3 times already, I couldn't say no again. But honestly, Claire was very worried and anxious about asking me to do a speech. She was worried about all the things I was going to say and all the ways I was going to embarrass her. Now, obviously, my main intentions when writing this speech was to say something that would shock Claire. So I decided, this ain't going to be a funny speech. I'm going to say something from the heart. Because that is what will shock Claire the most.
You don't believe it?
Claire, Steve, I wanted to start by saying, of all the weddings I've ever attended, this is by far the most recent one. Now, I've spent years collecting stories, videos and photos I wanted to use on the night of Claire's wedding. Now, I could honestly keep you here all evening in stitches, telling you about all the things Claire has said and done. I started writing this speech by listing all the stories I wanted to tell, laughing to myself about how funny this is going to be. And I had several options. For example, the time Claire chased a pigeon to spit on it. Yeah.
Tell me why, though.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said...
I didn't write that down. I've got to give it a reason for all of these. Basically, Claire walked under some scaffolding and she went, "That's bad luck, ain't it?" I went, "Yeah, spit on a pigeon." Oh, yeah, spit on a pigeon. She went, "Why?" I went, "It gets rid of the bad luck." She went, "Oh." But she didn't spit on a pigeon, so I thought she knew I was joking, and she rang me up 2 weeks later. She went, "You arsehole." I went, "What?" She went, "Spit on a pigeon." I went, "What?" She went, "Oh, I'm out with my friends, and I walked under some scaffolding, and then I chased a pigeon and spat on it." I went, "Why?" She went, "Because you told me so, and they'll think I'm weird." Anyway, another example, the time Claire thought her car windows were voice activated. Claire, no, I think within your new car, and Claire had buttons, but she didn't know how to open your own windows. She was asking me how to open the windows, and I was sitting in the passenger seat and she had those buttons to the side. And I went, "They're voice activated, aren't they, Claire?" She went, "Oh, they went, yes, they windows open." She went, "The windows open." I went, "How'd you close them?" "Windows closed, obviously." "Oh, windows closed." She worked it out when she was on her own. The song Claire once wrote, "Do you want to be my boyfriend?" That's a great song. The time Claire and her friend walked in the room, she went, "Darren, yeah, what's a 69? And I just literally went, "Google it," and run out. Or I could even told you about the time Claire went up to Mum and went, "Mum, can I have a Viagra, please? For my headache." Claire came up to me and told me she had a headache, and she went, "Can I take anything? Well, you need Viagra." So she went to Mum and asked for some Viagra. But I decided I'm not going to stand here all night trying to embarrass Claire. And that's simply because I'm so happy and proud of you. I mean, look at her. She's the most beautiful woman in the room, married to a decent guy, all this amazing family and friends to support you both. And I honestly struggled to make this speech one long joke, and that's because nothing about these two and this wedding is a joke. And nothing can make me happier today compared to the joy I saw seeing my sister get married, and not only to my brother-in-law, but a close friend. And I honestly couldn't bring myself to ruin such a beautiful moment by telling one of these stories.
Yeah.
And that being said, Michael, could you please stand up? Now, Claire, as I said, I know you have expected me to stand here trying to embarrass you, but you'd never expect it from Michael.
What toilet? Oh, I don't do that.
Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Michael, and dare I say it, I'm Claire's favourite brother. I know I'm Claire's favourite brother, because every time we get together, she tells me her darkest and deepest secrets. Today's story, let's say, one of those few wedding-friendly stories that she's told me over the years. Okay, so one day Claire was not feeling very well. She complained to her least favourite brother, Darren, about her symptoms, hoping he could offer some advice. Darren, her least favourite brother, who was always up for a good prank, decided to play a joke on her. He told Claire her symptoms were similar to those of a prostate problem. When you go to the doctor and on for a prostate exam.
I love this one.
Claire, who has never heard of a prostate exam, was a bit confused, but didn't want to take any chances with her health. So she made an appointment with her doctor and nervously explained her symptoms. The doctor listened carefully and then asked her why she thought she needed a prostate exam. Claire, not wanting to admit that she had no idea what a prostate was, explained that her least favourite brother had suggested it. The doctor looked at Claire with a puzzled expression and then burst out laughing, leaving Claire confused and embarrassed, not understanding what was so funny. The doctor finally managed to compose himself and then declared that a prostate exam was something only men needed. Claire's face turned bright red as she realised that she had been a victim of one of her least favourite brother Darren's pranks. Claire, from now on I recommend you coming to me with these issues. Darren clearly can't be trusted.
Michael made a great point there, Claire. Claire knows full well not to listen to me. I'll give her answers solely for my entertainment. Now, I think it's only fair to have a few words about Steve. Now, Steve is a good guy. He's charming, he's funny, and we've really clicked from day one. And let's be honest, I'm really hoping you were the one for Claire so that I could keep you around. You've honestly become like a brother to me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks ago, Steve did achieve the impossible. He did climb, as my dad said, England's highest mountain with myself, my brothers, and his father-in-law. And let's be honest, it was a sight to behold. Steve had no experience whatsoever, and he faced the worst conditions imaginable. He walked over frozen lakes, he climbed up slippery rocks, and he battled the elements like a champ. It was the worst and best experience of his life, but he did it. He proved to us that he has the determination, the grit and the guts to overcome anything that comes his way. And if he can do that, I have faith he can handle anything. Even my sister. Whereas Steve, before I finish, I'd like you both to turn and look at each other. And look into each other's eyes. And remember this forever. You're now looking into the eyes of the person who is statistically most likely to murder you. But seriously, Claire and Steve, your marriage will last a test of times. It won't be chains that hold this marriage together, but the threads. Hundreds of tiny threads which sew people together throughout the years. This is what makes a marriage last. So let's raise our glasses to the newlyweds and the threads that will bind them together throughout the years. May your marriage be filled with love, laughter and joy, and may these tiny threads that sew together become stronger with each passing day. To the bride and groom.